Bernard now spends most of his time as a voluntary ambassador for this internet book and cartoon series entitled CyberDodo. It's being launched all over the world. Aimed at children, the purpose is to promote the UN Declaration to protect the rights of the child. It's about protecting the environment for future generations, combating climate change and giving children their basic human rights.
It starts at the basic level. You know, the rights of the child is basically a right to education, a right to health, and a right not to be abused, and a right to be a child. So child labor is a problem in many countries, from Indonesia to India to Sri Lanka to Thailand even. Countries like Hong Kong, Singapore, Taiwan is pretty rare, and those governments are actually very strongly opposing it and do have a very strong education system to cater. For example, many places in Hong Kong, when the police see children in the street when they should be at school, they would actually take them back to school.
Right.
It's really... Other countries, maybe because the rural... the people living in the countryside have very hard life and they need their children to help them. This is where it really starts.
Right.
Then they go into debt. So then they would basically sell their children to work in factories or whatever.
That still goes on?
That still goes on. And even to the point of selling them into prostitution.
What about the attitude of business? Because in many ways they could be the salvation, but I'm guessing they're also at times contribute to the problem.
You have big companies from America or Europe. We won't say names here, but they do employ. They do have subcontractors employing children in their family and in their factories. And to be fair, when they know, they tend to stop it. But they don't do enough to actually check what their subcontractors are doing.
Not asking enough questions.
Yeah, that's right. Because at the end of the day, profit is profit driven. I've been invited, for example, to visit several villages in Indonesia where apparently the government is not providing local schools because so the education on the East Java coast is very poor. So we're going to try and discuss with the government how they can improve the situation. So A, we get information, B, we get support, and C, we get donation, because unfortunately, in this world, nothing can be done without fun.